Have you ever wondered what makes a car go? What gives it that incredible burst of speed and power? What gives it the power to accelerate, climb hills and zoom down the highway with such ease and grace? The answer lies in a fascinating concept called horsepower, a term that has become synonymous with automotive performance. In this essay we'll explore the science behind horsepower and how it translates to the spin of your wheels, propelling your car forward. Get ready for an exciting ride through the world of engines, transmissions, and the magic of making a car move. We'll delve into the mechanics and the marvels of engineering. Before we dive into the specifics, let's establish why horsepower is so important in the realm of automotive engineering. In simple terms, horsepower is a measure of how much work your car's engine can do over a certain amount of time. It's a crucial metric for understanding performance. More horsepower generally means more speed and acceleration, which is why car enthusiasts get so excited about it. It's the thrill of the drive. Understanding horsepower is key to appreciating the engineering marvel that is the modern automobile. It's the heart and soul of what makes a car truly remarkable. So buckle up and get ready to explore the fascinating world of horsepower and how it makes your wheels spin. This journey will deepen your appreciation for the power under the hood. The term horsepower might sound a bit old-fashioned, like something out of a Wild West movie. And you know what? It kind of is. Back in the day, people used horses to pull heavy loads and power machinery. When engines were invented, people needed a way to compare their power to the horses they were familiar with. That's where James Watt comes in. Watt was a Scottish engineer who figured out a way to measure the power of a steam engine relative to a horse. He estimated that a horse could lift 550 pounds 1 foot in 1 second, and that became the standard unit of horsepower. Today we use horsepower to measure the power of all sorts of engines, from cars and motorcycles to boats and airplanes. It's a universal language that tells us how much oomph an engine has. The engine is the heart of your car, and it's where horsepower is born. It's a marvel of engineering that combines precision and power to create motion. Inside that metal block, a carefully choreographed dance of controlled explosions takes place, transforming fuel into the energy that ultimately makes your car move. This intricate process is what gives life to your vehicle. Let's break down this process step by step to understand how each component works in harmony. It all starts with the intake stroke, where air and fuel are drawn into the engine's cylinders. This mixture is crucial for the next stages. Next comes compression, where the piston squeezes that mixture into a tight space, preparing it for ignition. Then, a spark ignites the mixture, causing a powerful explosion that pushes the piston back down with great force. This downward force is transferred to the crankshaft, which rotates and starts to turn the car's wheels, converting energy into motion. Finally, the exhaust stroke pushes the spent gases out of the cylinder, and the cycle starts all over again, ensuring a continuous operation. This entire process happens hundreds of times per minute, creating a continuous flow of power that propels your car forward with remarkable efficiency. It's a testament to the ingenuity of engineers and the power of internal combustion, showcasing human innovation at its finest. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, I've heard of something called torque. How is that different from horsepower? That's a great question. Torque and horsepower are like two sides of the same coin. They're both measures of an engine's output, but they represent different aspects of its performance. Think of torque as the twisting force an engine produces. It's what you feel when you step on the gas pedal and the car surges forward. Horsepower, on the other hand, is a measure of how quickly that torque can be produced over time. It's what allows a car to accelerate rapidly and reach high speeds. To put it another way, torque is like the muscle, and horsepower is like the endurance. A car needs both to perform at its best, plenty of torque for low-end grunt and horsepower to keep it going at higher speeds. Section 5. Transmission and drivetrain, getting power to the pavement. So, we've got this powerful engine cranking out torque and horsepower. It's the heart of the car, generating the raw energy needed to move the vehicle. But how does all that energy actually reach the wheels and make them spin? How does it translate into the forward motion we experience? That's where the transmission and drivetrain come in. They are the crucial link between the engine and the wheels. The transmission is like a gearbox that sits between the engine and the wheels. It manages the power flow and ensures the car can operate efficiently. It has multiple gears of different sizes that allow the engine to operate at its most efficient speed range while still providing a wide range of speeds for the car. This versatility is key to both performance and fuel efficiency. When you shift gears, you're essentially changing the ratio between the engine's speed and the speed of the wheels. This adjustment is crucial for adapting to different driving conditions. The drivetrain refers to all the components that transmit power from the transmission to the wheels. This includes the drive shaft, differentials, axles, and other connecting parts. And finally, the wheels themselves. These components work in harmony to ensure smooth and efficient power delivery. The specific configuration of the drivetrain can vary depending on whether the car is front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive. Each setup has its own advantages and is suited to different driving needs. Together, the transmission and drivetrain act like a sophisticated mechanical orchestra, ensuring that the engine's power is delivered to the wheels smoothly and efficiently. This seamless operation is what makes driving a car such a responsive and enjoyable experience. Section 6. Putting it all together, from engine to wheels. Let's recap the entire process of how horsepower makes your wheels spin. It all starts with the engine, where fuel is burned to create power in the form of torque and horsepower. The crankshaft converts this power into rotational force, which is then sent to the transmission. The transmission uses gears to adjust the engine's output, sending the right amount of power to the drivetrain at the right time. The drivetrain then channels this power to the wheels, making them spin and propelling the car forward. It's a beautiful symphony of engineering, with each component working in harmony to transform the raw power of the engine into the smooth, controlled motion of your car. Section 7. Real-world examples. Horses on the road. To really understand the impact of horsepower, let's look at some real-world examples. Imagine a small, fuel-efficient car with around 100 horsepower. It might not win any drag races, but it has enough power for daily commuting and errands. Now picture a powerful sports car with over 500 horsepower. This beast is designed for speed and acceleration, capable of rocketing from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a matter of seconds. The difference in horsepower is obvious in the way these two cars perform. Of course, horsepower isn't the only factor that determines a car's performance. Weight, aerodynamics, and other factors also play a role. But horsepower is a crucial piece of the puzzle, and it's a key indicator of a car's potential for speed and acceleration. Section 8. Conclusion: the power of horsepower. In conclusion, horsepower is a fundamental concept that explains how cars get their mojo. It's a measure of an engine's ability to do work, and it's what ultimately determines a car's speed and acceleration. From the controlled explosions in the engine to the intricate workings of the transmission and drivetrain, the journey of horsepower from the engine to the wheels is a fascinating one. Understanding this process gives us a deeper appreciation for the engineering marvels that power our everyday lives. So, the next time you feel the thrill of acceleration or the satisfaction of climbing a steep hill in your car, remember the power of horsepower at work. It's the driving force behind every exciting ride and a testament to human ingenuity.